You're going to die in approximately 29,000 to 100 days. And for the last 1,095 days, you've been repeating the same day, same choices, same results, same you. Unless you understand one brutal truth, if you don't change, everything stays the same. Forever, he's still complaining about the same boss, same salary, same life. Never changed how he thinks, never changed how he acts. Man, let me tell you something. Yesterday I ran into a friend from college. 10 years ago, we both had the same dreams. Today, getting to Friday thinking shit. Another week gone and I didn't do anything different. And I promise, in the next few minutes, you'll understand why your life is on loop and, more importantly, how to break this cycle once and for all. It has not made up statistics. It's human pattern. And it's not that he's lazy. No, he works his ass off. He just never changed how he works. You know that feeling of déjà vu? Waking up every Monday with that weight on your chest? Oh, but I don't know where to start. You have time, you just spend it on the wrong things. Being 50 years old and realizing you've been living someone else's life. You think one day you'll wake up and magically have the courage to chase your dreams. Let me break it to you, that day doesn't exist. There's no perfect moment. There's no ideal condition. There's only now. Being on your deathbed thinking about all the things you could have done but didn't. You have resources, you just don't know how to use them. You know where to start, you're just afraid to fail. I'm here to show you that change isn't this seven-headed monster you imagine. That's what we're talking about. Let's face reality here. 92% of people will spend the next 5 years doing exactly the same things they did in the last 5. It prefers you miserable in your comfort zone 1,000 times over than happy in unknown territory. Eyes replacing jobs. The economy is changing. Opportunities are appearing and disappearing. And you're watching Netflix after work, scrolling Instagram, and complaining that life is unfair. Your brain was programmed to save energy. Change costs energy. So your brain hates change. And here's the problem. While you're standing still, the world is accelerating. Oh, but I don't have time. Oh, but I don't have money. Bullshit. And you know what the hardest truth is? You're not afraid of failing. You're afraid of succeeding. Because success means responsibility. Success means leaving the victim position. Success means no more excuses. Listen, I get it. Change is scary. You know what's scarier. You think you have time. You think tomorrow will be different. But wait, breathe. I'm not here to judge you. Let me tell you a secret that self-help gurus don't want you to know. Radical change is an illusion. Nobody wakes up one day and becomes another person. Real change happens in daily micro decisions. It's the 86,400 decisions you make per day. Yeah, 86,400. That's the number of seconds in a day, and each second is a decision. Think about it. What's the difference between you and Jeff Bezos? It's not talent. It's not luck. You wake up. Decision, snooze or get up. You grab your phone. Decision, Instagram or that book on your nightstand. You eat breakfast. Decision, processed crap or something that actually fuels your body. In a year, you'll be 37 times better. Simple math. 1.01 to the power of 365 equals 37.78. Instead of sleeping until 8 a.m., wake up at 7:54. Instead of eating 3 slices of pizza, eat 2.5. And when it gets used to it, you increase to 2%, then 3%, then you get it. That 10 minutes of reading, in a year, that's 60 hours. That's like taking a full college course. Those 6 minutes you wake up earlier, that's 36 hours of extra time per year. More than a full work week. You don't feel pain, but you don't feel anything else either. That holy shit. I'm doing something that matters feeling. Why? Because everything was new. Every day was a challenge. Every experience was growth. And you drown out that voice with excuses, with entertainment, with alcohol, with anything that silences the truth. Then what happened? You got comfortable. You found your routine. You built your cage. And now you're wondering why life feels empty. What if you understood that the discomfort of change is infinitely smaller than the pain of regret? Every single moment is a fork in the road. And most people, they take the same damn road every single time. Let me simplify this for you. The 1% rule. Improve 1% per day. Just 1%. The difference? Perfection is impossible. Excellence is inevitable when you commit to daily growth. Want a practical example? Every problem you face is an invitation from the universe for you to become who you should be. We live in the best time in human history to change our lives. The only thing stopping you is the story you tell yourself. The difference is they see problems as puzzles to solve, not excuses to quit. They understand that growth happens at the edge of discomfort. When you say I'm not a morning person, you're programming your brain to hate mornings. When you say I'm bad with money, you're giving yourself permission to stay broke. When you say I can't change, you're signing your own death warrant. But who said you can't write a new script? Our ancestors were stuck. Born a farmer, die a farmer. Born poor, die poor. But you have YouTube University. You have access to every book ever written. You have tools and opportunities they couldn't even dream of. Tomorrow is where dreams go to die. Tomorrow is the graveyard of potential. Tomorrow is the favorite word of losers. It is about your kids, the ones you have or will have, looking at you as an example, not as a warning. Instead of 2 hours on Instagram, use 1 or 50 minutes on Instagram and 10 minutes reading. Every micro decision in the right direction makes the next one easier. Sounds ridiculous? Good. It's supposed to, because your brain won't resist ridiculous changes. But here is what nobody tells you about the 1% rule. It compounds in ways you can't even imagine. And it's not just about time. It's about momentum. Every small win builds confidence. Every tiny victory rewires your brain. Now let me ask you a question that has gone not hurt. When was the last time you felt truly alive? I'm not talking about happy. I'm talking about alive. That adrenaline rush. That sense of purpose. You know when you feel that, when you're changing, when you're growing, when you're challenging yourself. The comfort zone isn't comfortable. It's numbing. It's existential morphine. Think about it. When you were a kid, everything was exciting. Your current suffering doesn't come from your problems. It comes from knowing you could solve them and choosing to do nothing every night. When you lay your head on the pillow, there's a voice inside you that whispers, today could have been different. But what if you stop fighting that voice? What if you listen to it? You know what's crazy. And yet, we're more stuck than ever. Why? Because we're paralyzed by choice. We're drowning in information. We're addicted to consumption instead of creation. Let's elevate this conversation. This isn't about productivity. It's not about money. It's not even about success. It's about something much bigger. It's about legacy. It's about looking in the mirror and respecting the man. You see, the ancient Greeks had a concept called ere, the pursuit of excellence in everything you do. Not perfection, excellence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Translation, your obstacles aren't punishments. They're opportunities in disguise. You think successful people don't have problems? They have bigger problems than you. Neuroscience proves it. Your brain is neuroplastic until the day you die. That means you can always change, always learn, always evolve. I'm just like this. This isn't for me. I tried and it didn't work. Stories, fiction, scripts you wrote and decided to live. Let me tell you about these stories we tell ourselves. They're not just thoughts, they're prophecies. The most dangerous story. I'll start tomorrow. Now enough bullshit. Let's talk serious. You know what pisses me off? Wasted potential. And you're overflowing with wasted potential. You have internet access, more information than all the kings and emperors in history combined. You have health. Billions would give everything to have the functioning body you have. You have time to 24 hours a day, same as Elon Musk, same as Cristiano Ronaldo, same as anyone you admire. And what do? Nothing. Nothing. You watch motivational videos and don't act. You read self-help books and don't apply. You make plans and don't execute. You're a professional procrastinator. You know what you're really good at? Collecting information. You're a walking encyclopedia of things you'll never do. Because now you can't even claim ignorance. You know what to do. You just don't do it. You know exactly how to get six-pack abs, but you're still fat. You know exactly how to build a business, but you're still broke. You know exactly how to improve your life, but you're still miserable. Knowledge without action is worthless. Actually, it's worse than worthless. It's torture, and like any muscle, it gets stronger with use. They never forget to check social media. They're religiously committed to their comfort zone. Imagine if you apply that same consistency to things that actually matter. Every time you choose the hard thing over the easy thing, you're doing a rep. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you're building strength. It's a process. It's not a leap. It's a walk. It's not magic. It's math. Wake up. Time is passing. Every second you spend lamenting is a second you could be building. Every excuse you make is one less brick in your empire. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation is nowhere to be found. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. The difference is they act with fear, not despite fear. You think successful people don't have fear? Of course they do. You think they don't fail? They fail more than you. The difference is they fail forward, not backward. Let me tell you something about failure. You're so afraid of it, but you're already failing. You're failing by default. You're failing by not trying. At least if you try and fail, you learn something. You grow. You move forward. But failing by inaction, that's the worst kind of failure. That's the failure of cowards. You know what the truth is. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. Motivation is emotion. Discipline is decision. Emotions come and go. Decisions remain. Motivation is for amateurs. Motivation is what gets you started. And here's the thing about discipline. It's not some magical trait you're born with. It's a muscle. But most people, they're disciplined about the wrong things. They never miss an episode of their favorite show. Remember what I said at the beginning. If you don't change, everything stays the same. But now you know, change isn't an event. So here's your mission. Should you choose to accept it, today not tomorrow, not Monday. Today, identify one thing, just one, that you know needs to change. It could be waking up 6 minutes earlier. It could be reading 5 pages of a book. It could be doing 10 push-ups. Doesn't matter what. What matters is WHY. Write on a piece of paper, I commit to doing this action every day for the next 30 days, because. And write your why. Stick that paper where you'll see it every day. On the bathroom mirror, on the computer screen, on the fridge. Do it. No excuses. No negotiation. No just not today. Do it. A choice to stay the same. A choice to remain mediocre. You'll like the video, maybe even comment something inspiring, and continue the same life as always. A choice to waste another day of your finite life. And when your brain starts making excuses, and it will, remember this, every excuse is a choice. And here's the plot twist. I know 90% of you won't do this. Now is the turning point. 10% will look back a year from now and say, that's when everything changed. But 10% will act. 10% will understand at this moment. The question is, are you part of the 90% or the 10%? It's one simple thing. They do what they say they're going to do. That's it. That's the whole secret. They make a commitment and they keep it. No matter what. You know what separates the 10% from the 90%? It's not intelligence. It's not talent. It's not resources. If you don't change, everything stays the same. But if you change, man, the sky isn't even the limit. And it's the choice that 90% make every single day now. You grab that piece of paper, you write that commitment, you stick it on your wall, and you become part of the 10% who actually do something with their lives. It's a choice, your choice, and you need to make it now. Let this be the moment you look back on and say, that's when I decided to stop living the same day over and over. That's when I decided to actually live. The clock is ticking, always has been. The difference is now you can hear it. Tick-a-tock, a tick-tock. What are you gonna do? You've got 2 options. Option 1, close this video. Go back to scrolling. Go back to your routine. Go back to your cage. In a year, you'll be watching another video just like this one, feeling the same frustration, living the same life. Option 2, you take action right now, not later, not after you finish scrolling. The choice is yours. But remember, not choosing is also a choice. So what's it gonna be? Another year of the same? Or is today the day everything changes? Change starts with a decision. The decision is yours. The moment is now. Don't let this be just another video you watched. The question isn't whether you can change. You can. The question is whether you will. And that question only you can answer. Time's running out. What's your move?